Am I saying he never conducted any ritual? I'm saying find one thing that you can accept. You cannot say all of the miracles were fake. All of the miracles were doctored. All the prophecies were physically and manually given to him by his disciples. And at the same time, he goes on to conduct some rituals. For what power? For what ability? Then, all I'm saying, next time you think of destroying a man, find one side that you accept. Don't try to destroy all of him. Sacrifice one side. Let go of one side. So if you're not listening to me carefully, you would think I'm saying he never did that. He never shed blood. I'm simply saying, if you're saying he did, it was for what reason? Then you realize that you have to let go of one area. You have to admit the power was there. The prophetic was there. And you then say it was as a result of the rituals that he was doing. Not to say there is a ritual and the man cannot prophesy. He's doing rituals and the man has no power to do the miracles. The rituals were for what? Maybe they were not for power. Maybe the rituals were not for the prophecies. Maybe the rituals were for a bigger church. Is his church the biggest in Nigeria? It's not. In terms of membership, he has few members as compared to other churches whose pastors are not being accused of conducting any ritual. Was it for, of course, people, many people would, those are not members, those were visitors. They'd come from their churches, visit him because they had problems. Those are not members. So the ritual was for what? Maybe the ritual was for long life. If he was drinking people's blood so that he would live long, then you must then come out and let us know that probably he never died, he's still alive. Just so that you defend, you justify the reason for the ritual. He did a ritual. For what reason? Give us a reason that you say, in this area, it was real. The power was real. The prophetic was real. You'd rather say, he's not into rituals. Then you say, that's why I would give him information from the people that we get from the people. That's how you deal with a so-called prophet who has no access to a charm. If a charm is giving him information, why would you need a list of disciples eating your food, staying in the campus to collect information from the people, yet you have a charm that can give you information about the people? The two cannot go together. Sacrifice one. I'm teaching you next time you seek to destroy, you seek to attack. Try to appeal to logic. Make sense in what you're saying. I don't want to have a man who has stayed with a man for 16 years to come out and say, it's either he's Satan or he's, what were you doing in 16 years? You never had your phone on you in 16 years. You never spoke to your family from the prayer mountain. You never took a picture of what was happening. Am I saying he never did that? I'm just saying you are not smart enough. You are not the one to be used either by God or by the devil to bring down a man. We need people that are smart. Try to do a better job next time. Most people that I know that consider themselves to be prophets, they use physical means to get information about people from physical, natural sources. Yes, sending people to collect information. People come for counseling. You sit with a local pastor, a zonal pastor, a cell group pastor. And when they are coming for a quarterly conference where the general overseer is going to be ministering, those pastors, they bring information to their senior. And he knows how many members are coming from that cell. And they prophesy using information that they got from people. And such a man of God doesn't require any ritual. You don't need to kill children. So, this is what most people are doing. You don't need to cut the head of a man and you take out his heart and you eat it raw so that you can get information from Facebook about a person. The two doesn't go together. I'm educating you, I'm teaching you, in case next time you want to attack a man. Make sure that you are reasonable in your attempt. So there are things that you must accept. You cannot say TB Joshua had no power. You can't say there wasn't any power there. That's not true. You make us question then everything else that you're going to say. Do you even know what power is? He had it. As of the source, be sure. You don't expect us to be sure. You were there for years. You have to be sure. So let's keep on looking at what he was doing. Quite a lot. Even Nigeria, even the government can attest to the contributions. He was a religious attraction. He contributed to the economy of his country. The more people you have coming into your country, that's a contribution to your economy. And are there things that you can say were wrong? Things that I've learned from a lot of men of God, a lot of things. I've just been showing you the positives. Things that you have to admit that TB Joshua was good at. The time that he knew how to make use of a camera, publicity, it was too early. The man knows something. The man knows something. If he did anything with his prophecies, if he edited prophecies, it depends on the way that you understand editing. Some of us, because God has also given us knowledge and understanding on how some of these things work. I would not discredit a man of God because he removed something from his prophecy. Personally, I would not. Because I know God himself removes a lot of things from what he tells his prophets. Editing starts with God. The fact that God doesn't tell you everything he knows, that's editing. He keeps certain information and he gives you a little bit. You look at what you have, you look at what he has spared, what he has kept. You know editing has already begun. Number two, the fact that a prophet cannot tell you everything that he heard from God. He has already edited. There is no camera there. There is no any external technology. But it's not everything that he sees that he tells you. He goes on to edit. Editing is happening. The Bible was edited. Some books had to be removed. You were given 66 books. Did they not remove? They did. Did they not add? They added what was not there. Chapters and verses were not in the Bible. So throw it away. It depends with your knowledge, your understanding, your wisdom. Who cannot say he never prophesied? It's not everything he prophesied that came out true. It doesn't mean it's a sign that he's not a true prophet. A lot of things can happen. Events can change. People can pray against what you would have said. So follow this. He's a man that I don't remember if there was ever a prophet who was good at giving out international prophecies. It started with him. If there were other prophets before, probably those were just general prophecies in passing, and then something comes to pass. We are talking of intentionally broadcasting a prophecy which is international in its nature. It was him who started it. Any other prophet who can claim that he was doing it before TB Joshua, people can claim. The best they can do is to show us the videos. People talk. People talk. I know people, they backdate everything and you wonder. It's like they were prophesying from the day they were born. But most of the people making such claims, these are very recent people. These are modern prophets.